So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things already rolling. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Guardiola.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, some astute defending there. Raul. He's in plenty of space here. And a header! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Great chance! And no mistake. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Nakon Ratchasima, restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, important interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Oh, such a clever touch. Now it's Hullet. Oh, sweet feet. Not where it came from. And it's Lampard. No, he's not getting his way this time. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Raul. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a shade optimistic. That's put paid to the danger. And here's Osimhen, and that's gone loose. And it's Azar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Foot in. Osimhen absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Silvestre tries to play it through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he was quick to react. Osimhen! Goal! Put Portugal! And again they hit the front. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And here's Ibrahimovic. Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. Silvesh. And it's Hullet. Looking to play him in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And he shoots! And that's a good finish. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Nakon Ratchasima dragged themselves back again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Seedorf. And this is Hazard. And he can thump it away. And for the first half, that is that. Portugal are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. Back on the way then. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Kaká. There he goes, motoring forward. Guardiola. Raúl. And it's Kaká. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. And he's managed to get rid. And here's Ibrahimovic. And he's having a shot! Goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Nakhon Ratchasima have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Delivers the ball. And it's hoisted clear. And the pass is intercepted. Here's a chance! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Bellingham, who can single-handedly make a difference. Some really good ball movement. Kubo going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, this is intriguing.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Van Basten. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Pass is just off target. And now they can clear their lines. Van Basten, given the lift of his goal. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Van Basten. Zanetti.
Portugal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Portugal may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Alexander-Arnold has created one goal already. Raul. Zanetti. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kubo. Can he spark a counter here? That is a great pick out. He's cut it out. Check with the clearance. Quality ball. Now Mbappe. Rijkaard. Oh, good read. Van Basten. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Kubo. He's having a pop! And that would have been game, set and match.
Bellingham really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
And that has left him in a heap. Portugal are running out of time and out of options.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious.
Substituição para Portugal.
Portugal can make their change now with a break in play.
Número 3. Número 6. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 7. Número 18. Número 20. Número 36. Darmian, número
And it's
16.
Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
O camisola, número 10.
Nakon Wachasima go up by 2 and are looking good.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That from...
And a chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's a key interception. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Rafael Varane.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de compensação.
Thuram is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Portugal pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. Can he get on the end of this? has not gone well. And here's Ronaldinho. Can he get it through? Driven in. Oh, good effort! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Raul, pass somewhat off target. Czech making his 200th appearance today. I guess that's the most significant team news.
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first names on the team sheet, a priceless asset.
Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
De Bruyne with the short one. Rodri tries to clear. Cross to the back post. He leaps for it. Ronaldinho gets flagged offside. Lee Kang in. Now, can they get him away?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Portugal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Van Basten, and he's got... takes a shot! He steps in, and that's the end of that. Nice sequence of passes, this. Great, can he find the finish?
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Hangs one in. He's looking wide. Ronaldinho, very much a man of this moment. Looking for options for movement. Nice bit of trickery. Zanetti delivers. Lee Kang in. He's picked his way through. Shoots! And now they can clear their lines. That's the throw. Nicely intercepted. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ibrahimovic. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Corner number 2 then. He's rising! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
So, third corner of the game. Ibrahimovic! It's off target and by quite a way. Rodri. And he's quick to return it. Rijkaard. Lee Kang-in providing an outlet on that flank. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Zanetti. Now there's a fight. Chance! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now it's Lee Kang-in. Ibrahimovic. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Guardiola. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. That's an imaginative pass. Van Basten. He's got away. Van Basten showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's a sharp little ball here. Ronaldinho. De Bruyne. It's a searching pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Cannavaro. Now it's Lee Kang-in. And it's Cannavaro. Lee Kang-in. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Portugal come in leading by just the odd goal.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Portugal just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Portugal leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Cannavaro finding himself in space. Plays it across. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, that's a very... Ibrahimovic! And it's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
53 minutes.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from
All shapes to shoot! No, just not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target. We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Drills one in, and that is well cleared. That's a throw. Zanetti gets into a good position. Cleared away. Van der Vaart, Oakland Roots do have a chance to counter here. They're well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
The attendance for this match
Robertson,
was
Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Lee Kang in, threads one in, cross goes in there.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ibrahimovic is flagged offside.
Substitution on the field. Number
Oakland
21.
Roots choosing to make the first change.
Coming on to replace him is number 5, Emmanuel Petit.
Looking to play him in. Guardiola. And it's Petit. That's Cannavaro. Petit. Zanetti. Nicely weighted ball. Robertson. Guardiola. Here's Rodri. Van Basten. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he cuts out the supply. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Ah, looks a smashing ball. Flashes it across. And he's having a go! And that is doing no harm at all.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Guardiola gets over and intercepts. Tries to play it through. And the through ball. Not a hint of offside here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Lee Kang in. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he was quick to react. That's really well cleared. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans...
Can he finish? Goal! Portugal! And again they hit the front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Substitution on the field, number 18.
So we have
Ronaldinho.
movement on both
Coming
benches.
on the field is
Portugal with the
number
lead.
20.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Aimed beyond the defence. It's a promising position. Rashford. It's Rashford! And that's a sharp finish. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact
Added
sub.
minutes has been indicated.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Now it's Rashford. He is through here. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Now it's De Bruyne. And this is Van Basten. Zanetti. Oh, good climb! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart. And that is that. Portugal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action. Guardiola! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Portugal with another corner. Portugal have their second corner now. Getting up there! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well, even among the many storied names of Italian football, there are very, very few who command the same reverence as Demetrio Albertini.
And that's partly because he became a mainstay of both the Azzurri and one of the greatest club sides in history.
And Cruyff! And that was precious close.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Baresi. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Zanetti, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cannavaro, that's good pressing, squeezing the play. Over to the right flank, Messi. Gets a good foot in there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Still goalless at the moment. Baresi.
Portugal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Albertini. Kaká. And it's Messi. Messi! Against the crossbar. It's a pretty loose pass. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Albertini. Kaká, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. He'll try from distance. Italy takes the shot. Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi. That is a gem, an absolute gem. Barcelona are in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Baresi. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And it's Guardiola. And he welcomes it in. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Portugal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Kaká. That's destined for the flank. Neymar finding himself in space. That's tidy. And the ball is out of play. And it's Van Basten. Oh, good spread.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And here's Guardiola. Oh, it's Van Basten. It's Van Basten! Oh, it's a vicious effort. Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. He is through here. And a chance! It's hit the upright. Well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead. And it's half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. The second half is up and running.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Van Basten. Robertson.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Kaká. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Kaká. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's Albertini. Knocks it out wide. And this is Neymar. Neymar! That's a decent clearance. Zanetti.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Back towards the middle. Messi. Adams. 60 minutes played. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard. And here's Raul. And this is Van Basten, aimed at the far side. Albertini. And it's Kaká. Messi has found the net here, of course. And he's ended up in no man's land. Albertini. Baresi. And it's Cruyff. Albertini. He shifted it to the flank. Neymar running at top gear. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Osimhen.
Substituição para Portugal.
So, third corner of the game.
Número 9. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 20. Número 22.
And he's in on charge for a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. And he can clear it away. Just about up to 75 minutes. Portugal perhaps contemplating their next change here. The message is clear, none shall pass. Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further. Well, plenty of early set pieces here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Threads one in. Zanetti looking to receive it in space. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Van Basten. Cruyff. Now Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Robertson. And he was quick to react.
Portugal are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Messi carries the ball down the right. Messi. And it's Griezmann. Modric plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He's having a pop!
Substituição para Portugal. Número 13.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Vão dar os seus lugares a número 18. Número 16.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, there's the clearance. Cannavaro. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. Ah, such a clever touch. And time is up. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going...
You